Good morning and welcome back. Normal service has now resumed. And if you're in the UK, you will know exactly what I mean, that the kids are now back at school, which pretty much means that from about 8:30, 20 to 9 onwards, I can relax a little bit and get back into my coffee mornings. Now, since I last did a live stream, my laptop has decided almost to keel over. So I need to buy something a bit meaty. I need to buy a desktop, I think. But what that means is there's a bit of a lag between pressing the I'm live button to actually being live. So I'm just going to make sure we're actually live. Otherwise, I'm just talking to myself for the next 20 minutes, aren't I? Come on. Are we there? I don't know. Anyway, let's assume I'm not talking to myself for a bit. I hope everyone is well. I hope the summer break or wherever you are in the world for the last 6 weeks has been treating you well. Anything exciting from me to report? Yeah, actually, there's a lot of exciting stuff from a Service Ducks podcast point of view that I could share, I guess. That I'll do in a second. But I did this weekend, so you'll know if you listen to the podcast at all. I did a run, a 10k run at the weekend at Kew Gardens. That's in London. It's very famous Royal Gardens. I did a run there, and it was so hot. It was so hot. After about 5 kilometers, I decided I can't be doing this. And I slowed down. But funnily enough, what I now know, and I'm going to find the news article actually at some point, but what I now know is that was the hottest place recorded in the UK on that day. So yeah, it's quite warm. Right, let's see if I can see this live stream now. Anyone with any desktop advice, shoot me a message on LinkedIn or something. I just need something that's a bit more powerful and I can do some editing on. Come on. Am I there? Yes, it's there. Right, I can see you now. Oh, so we are there. So we've got 3 people. If you said anything, I haven't replied. It's because it's so laggy. No, you haven't. All right, fair enough. I will say something. There we go. We're here. What else exciting has happened? Right. A few weeks ago, in the UK or in Europe, the registration opened for the CTA, the Certified Technical Architect course. Now, I was quite excited by this, and you may have seen my LinkedIn posts on this, but anyway, so you'll know what's coming. But I was quite excited by this. So for this year, and I'm a freelance consultant in the UK, by the way, so I don't work directly for a partner. So I have to kind of manage my own performance improvement plan, my own training. I have to put myself on training and decide what my career path looks like. And to be honest, it's something I absolutely love and it's something I find exciting. But this year I've decided I'm going to target, one of my goals this year is that I'm going to target the CTA, and that opened up the other week. And when I mean opened up, it opened up for register. And then the course actually starts in February. It may be different in like the Americas and Asia, but it opened up. So anyway, so I sat there and the registration opened up on a particular day, right? And let me just move that. Yeah, registration opened up on a particular day. Now, there's not 1 second I thought prior to the registration opening. There's not 1 second of me thought, oh, I best get ready for when it opens. I didn't even bother reading when it opens. I just know, let's say it was Friday. Registration opens this Friday. Fair enough. I didn't even bother looking at what time. Why would I? Right? It's registering for a course. Yeah, it's not like I'm getting tickets to go and see, I don't know, whoever you like. I was going to say One Direction. I don't like One Direction. Westlife. No. Whoever. I'm showing my age. Anyway, it's not like I was registering for some concert or West End show. So I just thought, well, it starts on this day. I'll just look on this day. Anyway, having to do so bear in mind, this is a European course. So I logged on that particular day. I walked the dog, as I normally do in the morning. And I got back and I logged on, and having trying to figure out, again, they advertise these things in Pacific time, right? So then I had to do the conversion of, well, it's this in Pacific time, therefore what time does registration open? Because they put that, so maybe it's key. What time does registration open in Europe? So I had to do that conversion, right? They didn't do it for me on the website. And I went there and it said, oh, sorry, we're not accepting applicants. Bit bizarre. I was like, well, is there a problem with my login? Because you have to log into your ServiceNerd account. So I was like, is there a problem with my login? What's going on? Because it's only 8:15 or something. I bought the dog, and as I normally do, and come back at 8:15. So I put on this post in LinkedIn. It kind of just says, oh, I hope I get in. It says it's accepting no applicants, fingers crossed. What transpires is that at 8 o'clock exactly, people have been waiting to register. And those positions in the cohort that's in Europe had sold out within, let's say, a minute. Let's say 2 minutes. Let's give it a few more minutes. They'd sold out within 2 minutes. Now, that's pretty disappointing. One, I didn't know I had to sit there and click register like some lunatic trying to get on a, I don't know, some sold out West End show. And two, this is my career path. I'm not doing this for any kind of, there's no hidden agenda for me. I just noticed I've got a spiky bit of hair. Why didn't anyone tell me? Lovely. So I was a bit disappointed, and then I kind of wrote a LinkedIn post, because I think I tried to register and I couldn't within 2 minutes, and I thought, well, now I've got to wait till this time next year to register again, because there's only one cohort a year, right? So I then started thinking, well, if this is my chosen career path, right? But if this is your chosen career path and you work for a partner or you work for a customer and this is your career path for that year and you've got your performance improvement plan, you've got goals all set up, through no fault of your own, you're going to miss that, right? It may have been, I mean, it could have even been, let's say you switch jobs and the next employer had said, well, you know, to tease you over, we really like you, we'll make sure you get on the CTA program. Now, if they didn't know if that company didn't know what I didn't know, or didn't get up early enough in the morning, then you would have missed out. So you could wait another year. Don't really think it's fair. I think a lot of people commented on that post. A lot of high up people, really. I think there are answers of why. I think ServiceNow have created the demand for the course. I think that they've put it in some kind of partner T's and C's that you must have certain amount of employees, CTAs, certain amount of CMAs, something like that. So of course the partners are trying to get CTAs on there because then they can keep their partner status. Whatever, don't know. Little man, little bit disappointed. Will I try again next year? Absolutely not. No, I'm not trying again, because I think for me what it's done, it's kind of marred it now for me. It's kind of, now I know that the large amount of demand or the large amount of partners are going for it just so they can retain the status. And yes, there's qualifying criteria, but I kind of question, are they being put forward just so they can maintain status, or are they being put forward because they're the right people to be put forward from an architect point of view? Don't know. Probably won't try again. Anywho, you live and learn. What else do we know? So that was quite exciting. Next thing you will have probably seen is that James and I have been busy with season 2 of the Service Ducks. I can't remember the last time I did one of these coffee mornings or whether we spoke about this. But we did, and if you've just joined us, do say hello. It gives me something to talk about. But I think, yeah, James and I have done a couple of interviews now for season 2. So we did Jeremy Duncan. So he's a CMA over in America, works for ServiceNow. That was really good fun, actually, that meeting. Let's not call it meeting. Interview. No, chat, banter, bants. That was really good. And then we did one with Lauren McManamum. I always struggle over that. I don't know why. But we did one with Lauren, Senior Dev Advocate. And again, that was really quite fun. And if you listen to them, yes, we talk about service now, but we mainly just have a bit of a chat, right? And that's what I love about doing the podcast is it's just, for James and I, it's just friends connecting and have a bit of a chat, right? And we invite other people in just to join us. So we've got more of those coming up, more interviews, and absolutely there will be taking on the Alphabet Challenge. We want to test everyone, put them through their paces. So there's that. What else? Yes, we have the World Forums coming up now. And what I'm actually going to do, if my laptop will handle the pace, is let's dive in and find out where they are. ServiceNerd events, my trusty Google. And let's get you sharing over there. Let's share. Which one am I doing? Oh, God, I can't remember anymore. Boom. Is that the right one? It's gone white. Hey, there we go. See, haven't lost it. It's been a while, but I haven't lost it. Here we go. And on that side so I can still see you. That's looking good. Oh, and I've got a new monitor, actually. I've got two 28 inches. Right, okay. World Forums, here we go. So from the 5th of October through to November 22nd. Now again, let's talk about World Forums. There's one in London, I think it's on the 1st of November, I want to say. Last year, it was in it wasn't a small hotel, but it was a small venue, right? As opposed to the other years. And again, I'm freelance, so I get in. I register as part of my personal account rather than any associated partner accounts. But last year there was kind of rumor. I don't know how true this was, but if you were a partner and not part of kind of the stands that are there that people annoy you about. There was no places for them. You weren't really allowed to go. It was reserved for customers and prospects. I don't know whether this is the same this year. It may be, because when I went to register, and I'll show you these in a minute. When I went to register, it said register now. I registered, and then it just came up. It didn't even say thank you or anything. It just popped me through to another page. And I've had to email the marketing team to see have I actually registered or not, because I don't know. And my fear is that they're going to say, oh, you can't come because you're associated with a partner. That is not true, ServiceNerd. I am my own entity. I don't work direct for a partner. I may work with partners, that's absolutely true. But I don't work direct for a partner. Therefore, I should be allowed to come. The plan is when we do the World Forum, I want to go and I'll be there trying to... The plan is James and I want to pick up some footage for podcast. So the plan is, and he may or may not be able to go just yet, but I'm going to go and I will be mic'd up and hopefully be getting various people, hopefully developers and techies that I can find kind of milling around and just asking. We've got a bank of questions that we're just going to ask and then we're going to montage them together. We just thought it'd be quite fun, to be honest. And these will be new people new into the industry. People old and decrepit like me. Right, here we go. So we've got Sydney. Should we go to that one? No, Tokyo, Toronto, and Dallas, United States. That looks nice, doesn't it? That picture does look nice. London, United Kingdom. Wow, how built up does that look? New York. What else have we got? Frankfurt. Oh, hello. Paris, of course you're going to put the Eiffel Tower, and Rotterdam in Netherlands. Oh, I'll tell you what's quite interesting. Who did this? Right, see if you just spotted what I have. Right, so look at the months on them. October. It's all in English, right? The only one that's not is, I wonder if that's a spelling mistake, is the one in France. Don't know, how do you say it? Novembre. That's probably wrong, but I wonder if is that actually French? I don't know. Someone comment. I think it might be. Anywho, let's move forward. Right, okay. So let's have a look at the one in London. Can I scroll up? Why can't I scroll? There we go. Register now. Hi, nerd. Love it. Yeah, hi. What have we got? Right, okay, so registered now. Am I logged in? Oh, we don't do this. Oh, it's painful because it goes round and round. No, I don't want to log in because I have to put my password in twice. I get bored and then I'll move off and do other stuff. Come on. Let's go back. So I'm pretty sure. I don't know, have you registered for any World Forums yet? Right. Okay. So this is the London one. This is the London one. Yeah. So I've tried registering. I've had to email marketing. Let's see. The other exciting thing is James and I don't know whether I can call it merch, but we've bought something each that we're going to be wearing on the next podcast. So make sure you check that. It's quite funny. I find it funny anyway. I don't think I'll call it merch because you can't buy any. It was just amusing that we found them online. What's this? Keynote. Networking and breakout sessions. So does it tell us what the breakout sessions are? Oh, the other thing to mention, actually, this is on the 30th of October. Oh, no, it's not. It's not. This is on the 1st of November. The day before, you've got the 31st, is the CreatorCon. So from a developer, techie point of view, that's probably the one you want to go to. If you had a choice of going to one or the other, go to the CreatorCon. I've booked days off for both, so I'm hopefully going to get to go to both. The difference is, this one that I'm looking at right now, it's called World Forum, it's salesy, right? It's for customers to get together and see what other people are doing on the platform, have breakout sessions, learn a little bit. So it's free. The one before, the CreatorCon, is, I think it's £99. It might be $99, I don't know, but it's about 100 quid. So I would suggest you get in your pleas to your line manager to go to that. Right, okay. Who is the world event for? Oh, here we go. For current and future ServiceNow customers and event sponsors. Event sponsors meaning partners. They're essentially saying if you're a kind of partner, you're not allowed to come. I might log a sales lead actually and pretend I'm a future customer. Where and when is the World Forum taking place? Where is it? The O2, of course it is. How do you get to the venue? Is there a hotel nearby? What are the cities? What else have we got? Session information. What type of sessions will be available? Let's have a look at this. 20 sessions. Where can I find the agenda? Where is it? So we've got 5 minutes left. How much does it cost to attend? It's free, blah, blah. CreatorCon. Will there be a CreatorCon? Here we go. 31st of October. Tickets will be £99. There you go. Registration goes live in September. It's now September, so it's not there. What is CreatorCon? Here we go. This is more like it. Brings together developers to explore the latest ServiceNow innovations. This is what we want. First-hand access to UTR capabilities, shared knowledge. It's a one-day event with tracks. That's what you want to go to. I will be there. There's no one that can stop me. Well, there is actually, probably the wife and kids. Morning. Okay, so yes. So if you haven't got your tickets yet, they're not on sale yet. But anyway, make sure if you can only pick one, go to CreatorCon if you're a techie like me. What else is exciting to talk about? What else? Right. I have a community account, like probably you all do, right? Now I get messages on my community account with people saying hi, saying nice things, to be honest with you, saying hi, and often throwing in suggestions for either YouTube video ideas or podcast ideas. Now the thing is, like you guys, right? I work on a multitude of different projects at any one time, and kind of the workload's like a roller coaster, right? So sometimes there'll be a bit of a lull. We come towards the end of a project, and then I'll stick up, and it kind of it's a bit of a roller coaster. Personal things get in the way as well. So outside of work, school holidays for 6 weeks, recording podcasts. It's getting videos together, etc. It gets quite busy. But the point I'm trying to make is I get messages, so don't feel despondent if I don't reply to those as quick as perhaps I normally would. I have to be honest, as my ServiceNow kind of journey or career has moved forward, I tend to log into the community less and less because I'm more kind of on the architect layer. It's not as often as I would like that I get stuck into the kind of devy type things, which means there's not the draw to the community that I used to have. Point I'm trying to make is absolutely feel free to keep messaging me on the community, and I will get there. But if you're looking for a more kind of instant response, or you want to chat about stuff, then message me on LinkedIn. That's probably the quickest. Or if you really, really want to chat, I have my website. Oh, come on, let's just promote it. I may as well. Here we go. I have my website, and on there's a contact section where you can drop in to book a bit of a chat if you ever wanted a chat. I can't even remember where it is. Here we go. Book a slot down here, and that allows you to book a slot for 30 minutes, and it doesn't have to be anything completely structured. You could just have a bit of a chat if you want. That's absolutely fine. So feel free to do that. Feel free to grab me on LinkedIn. Community, probably. I probably don't log into there as often as I should. And that leads me on to another post I did on LinkedIn on Friday, right? And I'll be interested in everyone's thoughts on this. Morning, if you are just joining. Hope you got coffee in hand and ready for the day. I hope you can hear me all right, actually, because I've got the mic over this side now. Anyway, I did a post on LinkedIn on Friday, and I've kind of asked, what's people's go-to place for knowledge now? I don't mean knowledge as in the event knowledge. I mean, if you're a ServiceNow person and you're looking for information, where do you go? And what I think I found was quite interesting, right? So I asked the question, where do you go for knowledge? You got things like community, documentation and release notes, kind of the more formal side. You've got social collaboration, which are things like Discord and Slack in my eyes, or even internal teams. And then you've got, I couldn't think of the right phrase, but non-social collaboration, so things like LinkedIn, just where you're a consumer. So LinkedIn, YouTube, etc. Reddit, maybe. No, that's social. And what I found was quite interesting, but the vast number of people that responded said community or product docs. But what I think I started to uncover was a trend that looked like, and again, this is my interpretation of the data rather than going through and proper getting all the facts right. But then my interpretation from my gut reaction, the poll hasn't closed just yet, is the more seasoned developers or techies that, those that have been around for a bit, are leaning more towards the collaboration side. So more towards the Discord, the Slack, the internal teams. And those that are kind of fresh into the industry, those that have less experience, I suppose, are on the community and the product doc side. And I think that's quite interesting because I think I can definitely recognise that in my journey. I always used to go to Google, diddle-do, and Google, and then usually 9 times out of 10 it'd pop up a community site and I'd go through there. But I think it's quite interesting that those more seasoned go, I guess the thought process is, I already know enough that I don't think the community would help, therefore I'm going to discuss this against peers that have perhaps been around the same length of time as me, have got about the same experience, and see if I'm missing a trick. And that's kind of, I think, what the thought process is. And also, I think as you get kind of more experience in, you're not afraid to ask people for help. You're not afraid to say, hey, I don't know everything. Can someone give me a shout? I think you get more confident with that. So I think those that are less experienced, it makes sense that they go to the community, because you can kind of ask behind closed doors, I guess. And chances are you're probably looking for something that's happened many, many times. It's just us experienced will just know that, right? And I just thought it was quite interesting. So the community has its place, but maybe the natural evolution of a techie in the ServiceNerd world is you head more towards social collaboration. And on that note, I wonder what is next after that. What does the future hold with Gen AI? Who knows? Anyway, if you have dropped by to say morning, really appreciate it. We're back on track now. The kids are back to school, so I'm going to be doing a few more of these. James may or may not join me occasionally, where we just chew the fat. But until then, I hope you have a great day, a fantastic week, and happy coding. Until next time, I'll see you soon.